What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back today in FFR's shop working on the race car. It is raining really hard outside, so if you hear that on the echoing in my shop, that is the reason why. We have been fighting the rain for the past 3 or 4 months here. Well, not that long. It just feels like that long. Probably about a month. We've been rained out for so many weekends at the racetrack that it's just shuffled everything around. So this weekend is the $1,000 to win race for the RSX car. We're not going to be able to make that, so I'm going to get the Legend car ready instead for this Saturday night. If you've been watching and following our channel for a little while, you know that my wife is due with our third son, little Ezra, and so she's due any day now, so that is the most important thing to me as my family. So I do not want to take the RSX that far away and be that far away from my wife late at night in case something happens and she goes into labor. So with Sunny South being so close to my house, I've decided to come in here and get the Legend car ready, and we'll go from there and do a few things, and that way I'm close in case something does happen. But it's unfortunate the track has allowed us to use our free vouchers that we won and our free entry fee for a later race due to the fact that I won't be able to make it there. But we'll just have to reset for next $1,000 to win race or the next big race with that car. So, but the Legend car, I feel bad. It's been sitting for a while since the last race when I almost picked up a win. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to prep it, get it ready, and then also do a few things on the Legend car that need to be done as far as the painting for the fenders and fix an exhaust stud that stripped out. But a lot of just miscellaneous things to try to prep it, get it ready. I kind of want to update a few people on the Bandolero. A couple of people have asked me where the Bandolero is. So my brother came down. You saw a video of us getting the RSX ready about a month ago for his birthday. So Dad was going to surprise him and get the Bandolero fixed so that he could race it and race the same night I raced the RSX. So Dad has taken the Bandolero car down to his shop and he has been working on it. I don't have any video footage of it, but we're gonna be bringing that back real soon, and it will be a lot closer to being race ready, and then we'll pick back up on that. So y'all don't worry, the Bandolero car is not going anywhere. We've just been focusing on the RSX and the dirt race that we were gonna try to enter. And now we're going to pick back up on the Legend car. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, thank you guys for tuning in. Got a lot of great content coming out soon, and we're excited about this. So what we're going to do now is I want to do a driver spotlight and tell you guys about some of our newest sponsors that we just picked up. So our driver spotlight this week is Miss Sherry Eaton. She drives a 90s model Honda Civic. They have done a fantastic job on this car. It is beautiful, number 16S. She is a new driver this year, so we cannot wait to see how she does. She is up in the Birmingham area to where they race and consider Magnolia Motor Speedway her home track. Her sponsors are the Eaton Clinic and also Walker Automotive Services. Her and her husband, Dr. Robert Eaton, own the Eaton Clinic, which is a weight loss management, healthy living clinic up in the Birmingham area. And they've reached out to us via email. We were also able to talk to them on the phone, and they have come on board our team this year. So we're going to be able to run their decals for their business on our car, which we're super pumped about. We've got them ordered now, so we'll be picking them up shortly. We're very thankful for you guys. They've built a beautiful car. They plan on running in the Alabama and Mississippi area, so there's a chance we may even get to meet and run with them. So thank you guys for the sponsorship. That's our driver spotlight. Our other two sponsors that we picked up are Bay Fast Lube and Tire, which is one of my original sponsors here in Grand Bay. They are a tire and oil change place that have come on board with us. I'm very thankful for the Switzer family. They reached out to me and also decided to jump on board. And last but not least, a nonprofit by the name of Giving Totes. They are some really dear friends of mine that have jumped on board with the foster agencies and different people around the Alabama area to help make Giving Totes with materials and supplies for foster children. And so it's just an amazing organization. So thank you guys, all three of you, for jumping on board with us this year, for allowing us the privilege and honor to be able to show you guys off at the track. So we're gonna get right to the work, and I'm gonna show you guys what we got for today. All right, so time for the fun stuff. Well, kind of fun. These tires are in great shape still. We've kind of grooved these from that last race where we made that big adjustment and we cut these out. Where we were able to get, one of the reasons why we figured out that my car started handling the way it did on that last race is this tire actually had a leak. So we started the race at a certain pressure and this tire leaked down. I was able to take it to Bay Fast Lube and Tire, and they hooked me up and they found the leak, fixed it. It ended up being this rim was bad, so we cleaned it all up. So we got this tire to where it does not leak down anymore, so that'll be a big help. This is one of the issues that I want to try to address today. As you can see, this does not spin. So something in there is either binding it up, or I need to lubricate the bearings. Both sides aren't spinning as freely as I would like. And that was drawn to my attention with the Bicker car whenever I spun his tires and said, man, his tire spins so much better than mine, which there you go. There's proof that when you do that to mine, it stops. So we've got something going on there. And of course, Chase Deacle was here. This was what happened in our last wreck. Our fender is no longer a fender. This is just tape. And we are going to get this off, and I've purchased a new one, and we're going to get that changed out. The last thing we're going to do is this shock. I'm going to make a pretty hefty shock change on this side. Other than that, we're just going to go over some of the fluids, make sure everything's good, nut and bolt it all up, make sure we're good on that, and we'll go from there. We'll have both cars hopefully this Saturday. I'll finally get to race with the Bicker family, and we'll get to race against each other. So got some work to do. The first thing we're going to do before any of that is I've got new tires in for the RSX. We're going to load all them up, head to Bay Fast Lube and Tire, get them changed out so that I can make sure I have that done before I start back my work week. So we'll jump in the truck. We'll head there now. Y'all check this out. These are the new rims. They're gonna be black. I couldn't help myself. I'm not gonna paint the chrome ones. I'm gonna paint these. A few tires, you think? Maybe just one or two. All right. I'm sure, well, I hope that every one of you guys that watched the last RSX video knows that I was on the rev limiter way too soon at every track. So I've taken care of that. We will not be on the rev limiter. I've got different size tires here that we're gonna try. So that's where we're headed to Bay Fast. We're gonna get this car right. She's gonna be a rocket ship. All right, let's head out to Bay Fast Lube and Tire, get these things changed out. fast lubing tire. We got all of the tires changed out and we got them on the car. We're back here in the shop. We should have no more issues with any rev limiters. Look at the size of them tires. They are a lot bigger than what we have. And just so that you guys know, I want to show y'all this. I posted the in-car footage of both Southern and Sunny South. I feel so bad for my brother Austin, which by the way, if y'all can please say a prayer for him. He did end up getting COVID, so he is in the bed and he told me to tell everybody hello. I feel bad. We changed them tires after I went out for the heat race or practice. When I went out for practice, I was on the small tires. We came in and I said, hey buddy, we'll put on a bigger tire for you and that should help. Well, come to find out, we realized we had two different size tires on these bigger rims, and we put the smaller one on the right front and the bigger one on the left front. So the whole time it was way off, and I felt so bad after we figured that out. So y'all look at the tire that Austin was on. It was bad. So he still got a second place finish on that. It ended up being way smaller. It was a 215/45. Here comes the rain again. And this tire was a 215/55, and this one was on the left. So Austin, I'm so sorry, buddy. You did a great job. But so we're done with that. I'm gonna show y'all something else, and then we're gonna get started on the Legend. All right, so it was voted that to leave or to make the tire or rims on the car black instead of these nice rims. So I just couldn't do it. I cannot make myself paint them nice shiny rims. So I went to the junkyard and bought a whole nother set of rims. So these will be the rims that I just took the tires off. These will be the rims that we will paint black, except this one. We're gonna leave it chrome and just paint these three. We'll run 3 black and 1 chrome. So no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna paint them all. We'll have a chrome one over there. But the first person in the comments section to leave me the correct answer behind the inside joke on leaving that 1 rim chrome, I'll send you a free number 13 sticker. So comment down below if you know the inside joke. I'm gonna leave that 1 real chrome. So anyway, let's get to work. Let's get to work on the Legend. Just before and after, it's not good. First thing we're going to do is we're going to change the shock out. Told you I'm going to make another move on this right front. See if we can make the turn and come off the turns a little better on the bottom. Get to that in a minute. Figure out why this thing ain't spinning. Super tight. So while I'm doing this, I've had a few people ask me about merchandise. I mentioned to you guys in the last video that Austin raced at that we were having our hats made. We're doing a hat giveaway. I'm going to let that go after this video. This will be the last time I mention the hat giveaway to you guys. So if you are interested in winning the hat, I've already dropped them off to be embroidered, so we'll be getting them back shortly. Go to the last video that you saw where it is titled, "We Are the First Losers Again," and comment hat giveaway. That will be the only video that I'm doing the random comment search for the giveaway winner on. So if you're interested in winning the hat, go there. And as far as t-shirts go, we are still selling t-shirts. We've got this FFR shop shirt that you see I'm wearing now with just our FFR tools. I can design it any way that you would like. We're selling these for $10, and we're selling our normal FFR racing shirts for $15. So all you have to do is shoot me an email at beachz13@gmail.com, and I can touch base with you and we'll get you some shirts mailed out. So y'all do that. If you want to win that hat, they're going to be awesome. Y'all go check that out, and you can win you a hat. I'll be doing that drawing shortly. So our bearings do not look like they have that much grease on them. We'll get these things greased up, and we'll get it put back on. All right, so we got the bearings lubricated. Putting it all back together. I had a little bit of a scare. I put the bolts back in and the rotor wouldn't turn. Figured out that I had the bolts on the wrong way. I put the one that goes on the top on the bottom, and that joker locked up. Anyway, look at this. Same thing. Watch this. So that's what it is. Is that look at there. I figured it out. See how it's locked up? These bolts, no matter what way, I had no washers behind them. Look at that. Makes a world of a difference. Let's take these back out and check the links. So something's up. We'll have to figure this out. Let me look into it. We'll be right back. All right, so I got it figured out. You can see it's spinning a whole lot better now. Both of them bolts were coming through. I don't know what if it's just because my frame's getting old. I don't know what it is, but both bolts were coming through, and the end of them bolts were touching the back side of my rotor. And you can kind of feel where it's rubbed just a little bit. So all I did is I took some washers and drilled them out to that size and put them back behind there and put it back in. So now she free spins. And not only that, it free spins really well. So I've got this back on. We'll put the tire on real quick, and I'll show you guys how it looks. For a fact that I had some bad rub, and I know this has slowed me down major. So, I mean, it's a night and day difference. Y'all will understand how excited this has me. Y'all watch this. Tell me if y'all think it's better. That's what I'm talking about. You saw the before, and look at the difference. So I mean, you cannot tell me that this was not slowing me down. That right front was dragging major. I mean, night and day, and that's almost better than the bigger car, which I may look at theirs and see, make sure that it isn't the same way, but all day I'll take that. She's free spinning now, baby. Got the shock changed out. Y'all have already seen that. So I'm not gonna show you all that again, but we'll get that put back on, and that'll be all the work we have to do on this right front. Look at that. Woohoo! Put the tire on and move to the next side. One down. Look at that. Same exact thing. I must have done something wrong. Anyway, y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this side that I did to the last side. So let's get at it, and we'll come back and see the difference. All right, this one wasn't near as bad, but you saw the before, and here's the after. So I put that washer up top. It definitely had stuck as well. It's not better than the other side, but I mean, that is a lot better. So, I mean, at least it'll spin. So I compare that to over here, probably about the exact same, but that's a win in my book. I learn something new every day on these things, what to check for, and that I'm happy with. So we'll take the tire back off, and the next thing we're gonna tackle is, it's kind of dark in here. So let me get the tire off and I'll show y'all what we're gonna do. So this is what we figured out last race. This exhaust had come loose. You can see it is not doing anything. This one's tight. See, it's not supposed to move at all. This has come loose, and this right here, this nut that I'm holding, you can barely see it, has stripped out. So we're gonna take this exhaust pipe off right here, and I'll show y'all what we're gonna do to it. Let me get this off real quick. So I got the stud out, and everything looks fine on this, but what the issue is in here on the actual motor, right down here, you can see that hole. That has slowly started to strip out on me. So I'm gonna have to put a Healy coil in there eventually, but I don't have time to do that before this race. So what we're gonna do is, I've got some JB weld, because I just need for this piece right here to be solid. I don't really care to ever get this stud out. If I can get this just permanently in there, I'm fine with that. So I've double nutted this, and I'm gonna squeeze and mix this JB weld up and just squeeze it all inside that hole, and then run this up in there, because it's just barely stripped. So maybe it'll grab on to them threads and the threads that are in there, and then that'll be our fix. If not, we'll come back, and when I have a little bit more time, if it doesn't hold in the off season or after little man's born and I have some time to come out here, I'll pull this header completely off, and I'll do it the right way and Healy coil that. So, but for now, I want to try to see if this will work, so we'll give it a shot. Get this stuff out. Get it put up in here. Again, I do not care if that stud is locked in there. Actually, I want it to be locked in there permanently. So here goes nothing. Call that a job on that. So we were able to get that done, and we'll let that set. I've got the stud in there, and it's caked real good with that JB weld. I was able to get that front end done. You see that it moves really well with this front. We're not gonna focus or worry about this rear fender. With the rain, how much rain we've had out there, it's just not worth me trying to get out and trying to paint right now. We do have the fender, so I'll wait and try to do that, another day. Other than that, the only other thing left to do is to check the oil in the rear end, the gear oil, and wash the car and get it ready. So that's our plan. Again, I'm very disappointed that we were not able to go to the dirt race, but I love the Legend car. It needs some redemption after the last race. Maybe, hopefully, we found it in this front end, that we are able to get that freed up. That's a major, drag. It causes drag. So that could be, the little bit that we were looking for. But other than that, again, I want to shout out to all of my sponsors. I have some amazing sponsors that have started this season with me, and including the ones that have come on board late in the seasons, the one that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If anybody else is interested in a sponsorship or would like to, send us something, just make sure you email me. I'm always checking my emails, and I try to also comment on every one of you guys' comments. So make sure y'all leave a comment down below if you liked this video. Make sure that you also comment for the chance to get the sticker. And then the last giveaway is our hats. Whenever we get our hats in, that drawing will be coming up soon. I'll show you guys the hats and we'll make that drawing. It means the world to me to have you guys' support and to have all the comments that you guys give me. It really just encourages me. For the driver shout outs, y'all continue to send me your emails. I've got a bunch of them to do. So each video we're going to try to do that because I really love that just gets other drivers out here and gets them involved. So that's something that I really enjoy. So thank y'all again for watching. God bless y'all. Stay tuned for updates on Little Man, and y'all make sure you check us out on Facebook at FFR Fleming Family Racing, where we post updates throughout the week. Again, if you want shirts, if you want hats, they'll be available soon. And that's it. So guys, thank you very much. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.